So today we are going to create an infographic for the Collapse project. So the hard part, believe it or not, is not creating the infographic. That right there is an infographic, and you'll see that there are lots of images, not a lot of words, and what we do is we try to tell a story with pictures. So believe it or not, the hard part of this is the thinking, like taking all the information you've ingested and you've written about in your note cards and being able to transform that knowledge into a story told in pictures. So we looked at a Jared Diamond article and we've highlighted it and we've notated it, and we transformed some of that information into note cards. So we've created some note cards. And we've also really carefully examined the 5 causes for the collapse of civilization according to Jared Diamond. And I wanted to see how that stacked up against the story of Atlantis. And it turns out it holds up pretty well against Jared Diamond's thesis. So I took those same basically causes of the collapse of civilization, and I matched them up with some of the research questions that we had, and I looked for ideas about Atlantis that actually lined up with those columns. So it basically ended up looking like this. So we have Diamond's thesis on the left, we have our research questions, the second column over from that, and then we have applications as they are told in the story of Atlantis. And then in the next column, I placed some ideas about images that I could use to represent this story. So that was my organization around this. And then in this last little image we have down here, I also wanted to sort of focus on how do I want to tell my story? Like, what's the narrative behind my story? So for that, once I've done that, I'm going to use my infographic to tell my story with pictures. Okay, so we're at PictoChart and we're going to log in and we're going to sign in with Google. And we can choose a template, and I'll choose this one. And there's our template. And I'm going to do this super fast. There's just a few things that I think are helpful. So here are uploads. And if you want to use a picture that belongs to you, you have to go to uploads and select that image from your computer. So we're going to choose that, and I'm going to open that. And now my picture is over here, and I can drag it into my infographic. So the only way I have found to reorder images, and there may be a better way that I don't know of. I mean, perhaps it's one of these, but I can't seem to find that. So what I think the best way to do it is, let's say I want this chart to come on top of my image that I have there. So the only way I know how to do it is to hit Control or Command X to cut it, and then Control and Command V to repaste it. And that changes the order. Now it's on top of the other item that I had. So that's one thing that I found was a little bit tricky. In graphics, you have icons, shapes, and lines, and photos. They have a pretty rich inventory. So I was looking for the Trojan War. And I mean, believe it or not, they had it. That really surprised me. One of the things about text is that you have a number of different body types, which are very helpful, but then you also have these groovy little gadgets down here, or widgets down here, which you can use also. And just as a refresher, if I want to cut, so Command or Control X, and then Command and Control V, I can change the order of those items. When you feel like you're ready is you want to publish it. And you can click Publish Now, and you can click OK. And what you get now is a link, and you want to hold on to that link. So copy it, Command or Control C to copy it. The other thing you need to be able to do is to download it as an image, and that's fine. And we're going to choose PNG, and that's excellent, and you're going to download it. And it will go into your computer's downloads. So for me, it's over here. If you're in Safari, it's in the top right-hand corner. Wherever it is that your downloads go, that's where it is. So now you have downloaded the image and you have copied the link. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go over to our lesson paths from the annex, and we're going to go to uploading your infographic to the slideshow. There's a typo there that I definitely need to fix. And we're going to find our slideshow. So I'm going to click on Rothschild period 3. And we're going to go to the table of contents to locate your civilization and click on the infographic link, and then click on the link again. So this is where the infographic will go. And remember that you downloaded it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Insert, Image. We're going to find our image by closing Choose an Image to upload. And mine is in my downloads. And I found it. It's called my Untitled Infographic. And I'm going to open it. And there it is. And what I need to do next is click on it, choose that hyperlink, and here I am going to paste the link to my infographic and click Apply. The only way you're going to actually be able to retrieve that really easily, because if you click on it over and over again, you don't seem to go to the space. All you do is you edit. So what you want to do is go into Present mode, and then click on it, and it will take you to the actual infographic. Got it?